Poor people who have dated rich people. What did you learn? My girlfriend Emma's family threw a $50,000 graduation party for her getting a C+ average in college. I worked 3 jobs just to afford gas to get there. The mansion was ridiculous. Champagne fountains, live band, ice sculptures shaped like swans. I showed up in my one good shirt while everyone else wore designer everything that probably cost more than my rent. Emma's mom kept introducing me as Emma's friend from work, even though we'd been dating 8 months. When I corrected her, she'd just smile that fake plastic smile and walk away mid-sentence. Her dad was even worse. Wouldn't even look at me directly. When I tried introducing myself, he gave me this dead fish handshake and immediately turned to talk to someone more important. The whole night was like that. Emma's cousins making jokes about my beat-up Honda parked between their BMWs and Mercedes. Her brother loudly asking if I needed to borrow money for valet parking while everyone laughed. Emma kept apologizing, saying they'd warm up to me eventually. But I could see the embarrassment burning in her eyes every time her family treated me like I was invisible. The breaking point came when Emma's spoiled cousin Jake started his usual performance. "Check out my new Rolex," he announced, waving around a $30,000 watch like it was a toy. "Daddy bought it because I finally passed my driving test. Third time's the charm, right?" Everyone laughed and congratulated him. This kid was 22 years old and celebrating passing a basic driving test with a watch that cost more than my entire annual salary. "Must be absolutely exhausting," I said loud enough for half the party to hear. "Excuse me?" Jake looked genuinely confused. "Having everything handed to you your entire life, never earning a single thing yourself, never feeling the satisfaction of actual accomplishment must get pretty boring after a while." The entire party went dead silent. 50 people in designer clothes staring at me like I'd just committed the ultimate social crime. Emma grabbed my arm, whispering desperately for me to stop talking, but I couldn't stop. 8 months of being treated like human garbage had finally bubbled over. Some of us actually work 60-hour weeks for what we want. Some of us know what it means to struggle, to fail, to get back up and try again. You wouldn't survive 1 week living my life, let alone succeed at it. Jake's face turned bright red. Emma's mom audibly gasped. Her dad started walking directly toward me with purpose, and I thought this was absolutely it. I was about to get physically thrown out of their perfect little bubble world. Instead, he stopped right in front of me, looked me dead in the eyes, and started clapping. Slow clap at first, then building faster. Soon, Emma's grandmother joined in from across the room, then her uncle, then random guests. Within 30 seconds, half the party was applauding while the other half looked completely bewildered. Emma looked more confused than anyone. Her mom looked genuinely shocked. Even Jake seemed completely lost about what was happening. Her dad pulled me aside to his private study and closed the heavy wooden door behind us. "I need to tell you something important," he said, settling behind his massive oak desk. "We've been testing you for the past 8 months." My jaw literally dropped. "You've been what?" "Every rude comment, every slight, every time we ignored you or treated you like dirt. We wanted to see your true character when you thought nobody important was watching." He opened his desk drawer and pulled out a thick manila folder with my full name written across the tab. "I started with absolutely nothing, too. Built this empire from a single food truck after my own father disowned me. Every single person who's dated Emma for her money cracked within 2 weeks. You're the first person in 3 years who told us exactly what you thought of us." 2 weeks later, he offered me a management position in his restaurant chain. 5 years later, I'm running 6 locations and married to Emma.